One-horned deer. A one-horned deer is a rare abnormality in which a deer is born or grows with a single antler emerging from the center of its head. Because of its appearance, it's often compared to the mythical unicorn. This condition usually occurs when the two symmetrical antler growth points fail to separate properly. Instead of forming two antlers, they fuse together, creating one central horn. Interestingly, the deer's body typically develops normally. Its fur color, leg structure, and overall size look just like those of a typical deer. However, biologically speaking, one-horned deer often suffer from skull and brain abnormalities, which significantly reduce their chances of survival. One well-known real-life case occurred in Italy in 2008, when a young male deer with a single horn growing from the center of its head was discovered in the wild and later nicknamed the unicorn deer. Cyclops pig. A Cyclops pig is an extremely rare congenital condition in which a piglet is born with only one eye located in the center of its face. At first glance, the appearance can be unsettling, especially when compared to the Cyclops from Greek mythology. In zoology, this condition is known as cyclopia. Cyclopia occurs when the embryo's forebrain, which should normally divide into two symmetrical halves, fails to split properly. As a result, only one eye cavity forms in the middle of the face. One of the most striking aspects of a Cyclops pig is the contrast between its body and its face. Many piglets are born with bodies that appear mostly normal. Their skin, size, and even limb structure often show no obvious abnormalities. This makes the single eye stand out even more, as if the head and body came from two different blueprints. Sadly, the life expectancy of Cyclops pigs is extremely short. Most die before birth or survive only a few hours after being born. Although this condition occurs in roughly 1 out of hundreds of thousands of pig births. Two-headed cow. What would happen if a cow were born with two heads? As shocking as it sounds, this phenomenon has occurred several times in the real world. It is known as a dicephalic calf. This condition begins very early in development, even before the embryo fully forms. At a stage when the embryo should divide symmetrically, it starts the process of becoming identical twins, but the separation is incomplete. As a result, the front portion of the embryo, which develops into the head and brain, splits into two, while the rest of the body remains fused. The causes can vary, including genetic imbalances, a lack of essential nutrients in the mother, or exposure to certain substances that disrupt normal cell division signals. Animals born with this condition often experience severe coordination problems due to having two control centers. They typically share only one heart and one set of lungs, making normal development extremely difficult. This condition is extremely rare, estimated to occur in only 1 out of several 100,000 cow births. Their lifespan is usually very short, often lasting only a few days, before they die due to multiple serious health complications. Human-faced fish. In recent years, videos and photos of fish with human-like faces have gone viral on social media, appearing in China, Indonesia, and even South America. Despite what many people assume, these images are not edited and not AI-generated. This phenomenon is usually caused by a combination of skull structure differences that lead to abnormal facial development during growth, a condition known as craniofacial deformities. Changes in the head's bone structure shift the position of the eyes and mouth, making the fish's face appear flatter and more expressive, sometimes uncannily human. Another reason this illusion feels so strong is pareidolia. The human brain is naturally wired to recognize facial patterns. Unlike many extreme deformities, human-faced fish often live normal lives. They can swim, eat, and survive just like ordinary fish. Interestingly, in several Asian cultures, fish with human-like faces are believed to bring good luck, rather than being seen as a bad omen. Three-eyed cow. This animal truly deserves to be called mutant-like. With 3 eyes and a single head, its appearance is often compared to creatures from science fiction, or even the three-eyed enemy from Avatar, The Last Airbender. In reality, this condition is a rare congenital abnormality known as polyophthalmia. During early embryonic development, when the cow's facial structures and nervous system are forming, some tissues split excessively. As a result, an additional eye bud develops. In most cases, this extra eye does not function normally and may be partially formed or completely blind. Even so, it gives the cow a very unusual facial appearance. What's interesting is that many three-eyed cows can survive for long periods. Their bodies are often otherwise normal and well-proportioned. The skin, legs, and internal organs typically develop as they should. Frog with eyes inside its mouth. In some regions where aquatic ecosystems have been disrupted, researchers have discovered frogs born with their eyes located inside the mouth cavity. From the outside, these frogs may appear normal. The abnormality becomes obvious only when the mouth is open. Although it looks like an extreme mutation, this condition is known as ocular malposition, a failure of proper eye placement during early embryonic development. Interestingly, the eyes in these frogs are often fully formed, but they end up in the wrong location due to errors in tissue migration during the transformation from tadpole to adult frog. Cases like this are extremely rare. Most surprisingly, some frogs with this condition can survive for a limited time. They rely on other senses, such as skin sensitivity and water vibrations, to navigate their environment, even though they often struggle when it comes to feeding. Headless chicken. A headless chicken is one of the most extreme and hard-to-believe phenomena in the animal world. In this condition, a chicken loses most of its head, yet its body can still stand, move, and survive for a period of time. This happens when the chicken's head is severely damaged or severed, but the lower part of the brainstem remains intact. The brainstem controls basic life functions such as breathing, heart regulation, and reflexes. As long as this critical area is not destroyed, the body can continue to perform vital functions, even without full consciousness. The most iconic case occurred in 1945 in the United States, when a chicken named Mike the Headless Chicken survived for about 18 months. Mike stayed alive with human assistance, being fed through a special tube directly into his esophagus. Amazon glass frog. This animal could easily be described as a mutant of the Amazon rainforest. From above, its body appears completely normal, but when viewed from below, the sight is startling. Its internal organs are clearly visible. The heart, intestines, and even the liver can be seen with remarkable clarity, a highly unusual condition for a land-dwelling vertebrate. The Amazon glass frog is nocturnal, becoming active at night. During this time, males are typically responsible for guarding the eggs, which are laid on leaves hanging over the water. Remarkably, when the frog is resting, it can regulate blood flow to its organs, especially the liver. This ability makes its body appear almost transparent, allowing it to blend into its surroundings and avoid detection by predators. It is a natural form of camouflage, an essential survival strategy in a rainforest filled with dangerous animals.